What's going on, everyone? Xeno Productions here. Welcome back to another video. So today it's Christmas Eve. Happy or Merry Christmas Eve, all that jazz. It's obviously a very bad Christmas for me this year because obviously in my last video, my channel update, I mentioned my grandpa passing away, and today I'm just gonna make a little bit of a commentary about him. You don't have to watch this video if you don't really care. You don't have to. I'm just gonna go ahead and just talk about him for a little bit, just to say who he was to me and why, you know, it's a little sad that he's gone. Like I said, though, in my channel update, I'm not gonna be all sobby because that's how life works. That's just how the earth turns. You can't stop anything from doing what it's gonna do. So, you know, it's really nothing. It's nothing my fault. It's no one's fault. So my grandpa, he was married to my grandma, obviously, for over 55 years, I think. I think maybe 57 years they were married. And, you know, recently, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, he he got dementia. And if you don't know what that is, dementia, I think it's like you start forgetting things, you start hallucinating, you know, like it's kind of like Alzheimer's, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong with this. I'm not too good at this, knowing this stuff, but it's similar to Alzheimer's, I believe, and like you forget stuff, you forget who people are and stuff, and it eventually got really bad to him, and obviously 3 days ago now, December 21st, 2014, he was in the hospital and he passed away. Now, me, my mom, and my dad were in our vacation, so we couldn't go there to see him. But my uncle, who lives in Florida, he came up and to stay with my grandma because he usually does that for Christmas. And so he came up, and he is the first one who found out. So he called my mom, and she said she came in. She was crying, and I was like, "Oh, what happened?" So, you know, it was all like this whole storybook thing. And it was just really, really bad. And it was the thing is, my mom was just done telling me how sick he was in the hospital, like 10 minutes before she got the call. So it was something that like just came so sudden. I think it took me a while to actually realize what was going on. You know, like she was telling me like 3 different things, and then she told me that he passed away, and I'm like, holy crap! Like what the heck? Like what the hell just happened in my life? Like, did I fall asleep, or has it really been like 10 minutes since all these things just happened? So. But yeah, my grandpa was the person, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do at the funeral. You know, I don't know what I'm going to say. I got a lot of stories to tell at a funeral, wherever it is. But, oh yeah, but my grandpa, he was a guy who really just went out of his way to make others happy. Especially me. I think he really loved me. He always did everything like, when Halloween came around and I would go over to my grandparents' house when I was little, he would always drive me around because I was really into like the inflatable spiders, the massive inflatable spiders on the porch, and I would always want to get out of the car and go out and just like touch the inflatable spiders. And when they weren't inflated, he would go up to the door and knock on the door and ask if they can inflate it for me, and they would. And that would be like the greatest treat ever, just like having a ornament or whatever inflated just for me out in the lawn. That would be perfect. Even though the fact is, I'm like, my biggest fear is spiders. For some reason, that was like the time I knew that the spider was like not real, so I could probably take out my anger on it or something. I don't know. I think I was a pretty smart kid. I was probably smarter as a kid than I am now. I make some really dumb decisions today, but you know, but yeah, my grandpa, we always used to play, you know, when I was real little, I used to play baseball, and I was pretty damn good at baseball when I was little, but we used to play baseball out back, and we have a pretty nice garden. Like my grandma, she always spent all her time in the garden. I mean, if her house today, her garden is the Garden of Eden like style. It's like, it's beautiful. It's got perfect clear water in a fountain. It's got perfect, you know, bright red flowers and yellows and orange. It's a perfect garden, and she spent mostly her entire life in that garden, you know, working on it. And I think that's a really nice thing that she's done. And we used to play football and baseball back in the garden because there was like a big patch of grass we can play on. So I would lay out the bases and stuff, and we play baseball. Have a lot of good memories there. And football, definitely. We used to actually play tackle football in the backyard. I would tackle my poor grandpa in the ground, and he would tackle me in the ground. And And I remember all those times we used to go to the pool together, and we pretty much did everything. He took me up to sorry about my cough. I'm still a little bit sick, but he would take me up to to a high school, and there would be 2 basketball courts, and he'd take me up there, on days when the school was off. We go online, we check and see if the school was off or not, and if it was off, we'd sneak in and we sneak into the basketball court, and we would bring a basketball and we play basketball together, and honestly, we'd really do anything fun, and even at my young age, and now I'm only 14, and the fact that I've lost him at the age of 14, it really sucks. It really does. It's I'm just thinking, if only he could have, not had dementia. If he didn't have dementia, then he would have, I would have had 3 more good years with him. And unfortunately, he got dementia, and I couldn't, you couldn't really communicate with him that well for the last 3 years of his life. He was 82 years old, I believe. 82. Either 82 or 84. No, 82, because I remember his 80th birthday was actually at my house, and he actually, didn't really know how too many people were there until, we actually introduced him again, and then he remembered. But obviously that was, 2 years before it actually really kicked in badly. It really kicked in badly this past year in 2014. It got to the point where he just couldn't even go to the bathroom anymore without 3 people trying to help him in. I didn't do that, trust me. But he got to the point where he just couldn't go to the bathroom right now anymore by himself. He couldn't get in bed by himself. He forgot how to pull the covers up and stuff, and he didn't know how to put the seatbelt in the car. It was painful to watch, painful to see, but obviously his suffering's over now. The only thing that made me mad when he died is because I was mad because he had to go out suffering like that. Why? He didn't deserve that. He was a good guy. He never killed anyone. He never did anything bad. He never, he never did anything to deserve suffering. And, he didn't deserve to suffer for 3 years and then die. I would have much rather probably had him, be healthy and then just peacefully go. Oh, wow, that was a big voice crack. Then just peacefully go, I don't know why he couldn't have just done that, but he didn't. I know it might sound like I might be crying, but trust me, I'm not crying. I sound like this when I'm talking because I'm sick. My mom said that, she's like, "Are you crying?" And I'm like, "No, I'm sick." I actually haven't cried yet about this, and I don't know if that's bad or not. Just the fact that I saw it coming. Don't get me wrong, it's still sad. It still is sad, but, I did see it coming, and I don't know if, I don't know. And today, Christmas Eve, we still know if we're going over my grandma's house or not, for a Christmas Eve party, because we have every single year. So, I don't know if it's going to go over my grandpa's house, but we probably will. If not, then people just come over to my house, because I have the biggest house out of my family. But we normally have Christmas Day come over. And so I don't know what's going to go on. I don't know. It's obviously, everything's going to be different. We're going to have a big tribute to him. Me and my mom are working on, getting pictures and poems and stuff for his funeral. And it's weird to see, a lot of animals in my house have died this year. A lot of animals I held really close to my heart, and I love how before this year started, I'm like, wow, I'm pretty lucky. No one in my family's died yet. Well, actually, no. Well, one of my uncles did die in 2009, but I was never close to him. I never spoke a word to him really, because he had Parkinson's for a while. I never spoke to him. But I went to his funeral anyways in New Jersey. But yeah, it's I lost a lot this year. I lost a lot this year. One after one, and it's pretty stressful for me. The fact that it had to happen around Christmas time, the day before Christmas, or not the day before, but Christmas Eve. it's pretty tough. It's pretty saddening, but you know, you got to get through it. I guess there's nothing you can do about it. You know, there's nothing you can switch, nothing you can change. So yeah, that's my commentary for today, guys. Hopefully you all enjoy it. Probably not though, because it's nothing that involves you guys. Nothing involves Call of Duty. But yep, like I said, you didn't have to watch this video. If you did, then thank you for listening to me babble on. But yep, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I will see you guys all on Christmas. Whoa, my voice is bad from my cough, dude. I will see you guys all on Christmas Day tomorrow with another video. I don't know if I'm going to do anything special for Christmas. I'm probably not. But thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I will see you guys all tomorrow on Christmas. Take care. Have a nice day. And goodbye.